What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing a training day, and I'll be trying this gym called Lisbon Strong. It's a proper strength and conditioning team that it's located in Belém, and yeah, we're gonna be my first training there to check it out, and I'm excited for this one. We're gonna be working out with Lucas Bishop from Downtown of Mankind, metal singer, good friend of mine, and yeah, I'll show you guys that my pre-workout meal today will be like 3 eggs, brioche bread with 3 slices of cheese with half fat, no lactoses, a little clementine, and kefir milk with a scoop of whey protein, blueberries and oatmeal, and a hint of honey. This is one of my favorite meals, to be honest. Like, I like to start a day with it. And well, the channel, at the end of the day, the channel is mostly to inspire, you guys to do things. And I think training is part of the process of like every festival goer, raver, musician, or everything, because we spend so long, or either sit down or you would stand up for many hours. So the impact on your lower back is tremendous. So I tell everybody to this day, like, yo, you have to keep up with training and you have to be in good conditioning if you want to be working as an artist. Lucas, for example, with the metal concerts, said the amount of energy that he spends while singing, it's absolutely insane. So this is the kind of things that you always have to be aware of. And even as far as party, like, I just party better than my friends that are a bit older at this point because they just have weaker legs. And you know what I mean? Like, you have to be on top of your shape to be even enjoying. Like, you can spend many hours in the night out and you'll be dancing, you'll be having a great time, and you don't need to sit down as much. You don't really need to rest. And that's why I guess it's really important to keep up with your fitness. Like, I'm not saying to, to do anything crazy. You don't need to be a bodybuilder. You don't need to, I'm not going to be here pretending to be a fitness influencer or none of that shit, because I really don't like that. Training was always part of my life, was always part of who I was. And, that was, it was always kind of like hard for me to actually talk about it because it's just so inside of me. It's always been there for me. Like, always been like, lifting weights and training combat sports since like 12. So, you know what I mean? It's not a thing that I want to be promoting as like, oh, this is the right way, this is the wrong way. But no, like, this is a thing that you have to be part of your life, you know what I mean? So this part of my process with the channel as well, to kind of show things that I think for myself that are beneficial to everybody, And as far as diet, like, I don't really do any diet, to be honest. I eat whatever the fuck I want. I'm trying to keep up with like as much of intensity of training as I can. It's like, it's not that I'm gonna be eating shit like every day, but I don't really, I don't really stop myself from having something that I would like to have, no matter the day of the week. So I think it's all about balance. Is the cliche of like, if you like to eat like me, you should be increasing your activity more, like as far as walking, like more cardio, more conditioning. If there's a sport that you like tennis and paddle, whatever it is, golf, boxing, try to keep up on that. Like, healthy level, I guess, would be twice a week, because as soon as you start to age, like, your body obviously doesn't react the same way. Especially if you have like a life like mine, where I'm partying in the weekends, yeah, I'm staying like to the nightlife, I'm working in the night, and to keep up with like intense trainings and sparrings, like my choice is boxing. Like, I've been training boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai forever, and to keep up sparring every week, you might start to get a bit too much on your body. This year I had it myself. I blew my ACL and meniscus, so I'm coming from surgery, which was a very hard year. It was like a lot of struggle for the recovery. Like, now I'm in the time that I actually can get back to training, which I'm in 9 months recovery now. And, the body's back, the strength is back, everything is there. So definitely I will be back to training. Like, I cannot live without combat sports. But now I realize that the amount of like intensity and volume that you should be putting towards those, it cannot be the same as I was doing when I was 18, 19. So for who doesn't know, I'm 29 now. And like, yeah, it's the time that you have to be very picky with the intensity and volume that you'll be putting on your workouts and your training. So I guess for self-experience, I guess like the amount will be like 3 to 4 days of strength and conditioning and like 2 days of sports. That's like the healthy amount that I feel that you're gonna be like in a good good shape. You're gonna be improving on your sports, and if you're doing like a correct training towards your sports, you're gonna be improving no matter what, even if you're only going twice a week. So yeah, keep tuned, and I'm gonna finish this meal, and we're gonna have the video at the gym soon enough. So
what's up? Cool. Here with Lucas Bishop, Downfall of Mankind, lead singer, our most prospect band in Lisbon, Portugal at this point. And today we're meeting up for the sick workout in Lisbon Strong, this strength and conditioning team, and I'm excited for that. It was actually our first workout, right? So
yeah, that's gonna be our first workout together.
Yeah,
I need to catch up. You know, if you gotta deal with the Viking King, you put the Demon King together, and we were doing that thing. Yeah. We're going. What is it called again?
Lisbon Strong. So to give a bit of coordinates, we are driving from Lisbon Baixa, the center, and the whole ride is around 20 minutes because we're gonna go near to Monsanto Park. Which, if you're driving, then just make sure that if you're coming from the center, we'll take around that. So yeah, about as far as public transport, I have no clue of how long that would take. But if you're driving, then that will be the time. So yeah, just make sure you prepare and plan ahead. And yeah, we're on our way. Yeah, today, bro, actually I can do whatever today, because yesterday I just did a bit of quads and traps, so like, we can pretty much see what's up there.
I'm trying to do like triceps, biceps, and potentially chest.
Yeah, with chest we gotta do, because they have so many gear that that will be very beneficial. They have some. Oh, by the way, they have strongman classes, which is a thing that I would like to do a lot. They have a strongman classes at night.
Strongman classes?
You don't know the strongman?
What's that?
No, there's like fucking giant dudes carrying like big ass rocks, or like
freaking! It's like almost like CrossFit. It's almost like CrossFit, right?
Nah, don't no. They are in a superior level. Like when it comes, I'm not shitting on CrossFit. I CrossFit a lot, to be honest, but like strongmans are just like, they are just different fucking animals, bro. Like they're into the elite, you know, like Eddie Hall, like Thor Bjornsson, like this kind of guys, you know. It's just so.
Yeah, but it's just built different.
Yeah, we're talking about like proper giants, and then they do have strongman classes, which is a thing I think we should do, because that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah.
As I was saying, it's like it's good that you touched on the tour subject, because we brought our own weight. Like the last tour that we were doing across Europe, it was 22 days, but being on tour and then playing every single night and still managing to have the time to like keep up with your food, right, and keep up with working out, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, completely.
It's nuts, you know what I'm saying? And then even if you're like, oh, I'm not gonna be drinking or whatever, you're on tour with a metal band, you're playing every single night, there's a shit ton of people who wants to just come and talk to you or whatever, right? And they're gonna offer you alcohol, and it's really bad if you just say no.
Yeah.
And then on the next day, you're just gonna be feeling like completely dookie.
That's the thing that lately I've been trying to like extract alcohol from, like the times I go to, like one thing is when you go to a bar, like say like we go do a pub night and we just go and we go for drinks essentially. But like I've been trying to, when I'm in the club environment, I'm trying my best to don't ingest any alcohol, because I want to start to detach, you know, the alcohol consumption from my nighttime, you know, because I mean it was just so inherent to me, like my whole fucking life, when you're an out at night and you are gonna be drinking. So like now I try my best to come up with different techniques to be able to keep social. One thing that I've been taking is the no pep supplement that I told you about, like nootropic. That shit makes you extremely social, extremely loose, and like you don't feel the need of like alcohol
and whatnot,
which is I think, because I think I always associate alcohol intake with also just being social, because like you get, as much as we're both very extrovert people, we know like we don't have any issues with like whatever, but when you're in a night like environment, you just feel like drinking. It's just completely natural.
It kind of drags you into it, right?
Yeah.
It's like you look around you and everybody's drinking, so it's like, okay, it's I gotta drink again or whatever. It's like I'm not much of a heavy drinker, and you know that. So for me, it has always been easy when it comes to that aspect. But I'm very social. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing what I do.
Yeah,
Being a frontman of a band.
especially being a frontman, and you are a frontman. It's not like you're just a singer. No, you are a frontman. You know.
Yeah, because
you know how to engage. You know how to come up with it, the energy, the stage atmosphere, and all that stuff.
Yeah, because most people don't understand that there's a big difference between being a vocalist, a lead singer, and a frontman. Like, they're not the same thing. Like, coming from an artistic background, if you are a frontman, that means you gonna, you know, you own whoever's in front of you for that hour, you own those people. You know what I'm saying? They are yours. You're not gonna ask them to do things. You're gonna make them do things.
Yeah.
If you want them to move right, they're gonna move right. If you want them to move left, they're gonna move left. A vocalist is gonna go on stage and he's gonna perform his music. Like, it's different. He's gonna sing his music. He's not gonna interact as much with the public. And now a lead singer is gonna lead the band who's behind him. That's basically it. You know what I'm saying? So being a frontman kind of combines being a vocalist and a lead singer all together, so you can actually have a show, a band show. It's not people playing music on stage.
Yeah, come so up and then you see essentially the difference, and when you start to understand, like, legendary bands that get to that level, like, you always gonna need that guy. You need a guy, like, let's say we can do, like, just right off the bat, you just like say as Freddie Durst as
Limp Bizkit. Oh yeah.
It's like you need that kind of shit. Like, you see that the guy, like, he gets to be hated by the other dudes because they cannot do the same as he does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they start to point at things like, yeah, you were like whatever, you're not true, blah blah blah. You know how it is, like, in the underground music scene, always, like, people are always gonna be talking shit.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, but that's the level that you want to achieve. You want to achieve that point. You don't want to. Motherfuckers will be getting mad at you because they cannot do the same as you. So that's the whole point.
Well, but that's where hate comes from.
Yeah.
They gonna hate you because they can't be you.
Yeah, is that 100%?
But you know, talk shit, talk good, keep talking about me. There is no such thing as bad publicity, if you ask me.
Yeah, exactly. Especially nowadays that we live, this is very twisted when it comes to like, it comes to the level of you need to be, like, controversial to actually make it. You need to be, like, talking shit to be actually, which is, like, to a certain point, like,
so toxic.
Yeah, it's 100%.
It's so toxic.
It's like it goes to some extent. Like, you might, if you want to use that technique to actually make it, like, at the end of the day, like, you know, the means are whatever it is. If you're making it, then that's it. But I think you have to be, like, some sort of, like, some level to it. You know, it cannot be going all into being that, like, pure as cunt where it comes to whatever subject. But yeah, it's the world we live in now. What can we do, right?
Yeah. So for whoever is watching out there, which is gonna be great, this is just like a beginning of a long journey, and we're gonna start with the workout session.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be doing several other things. I'm myself a Twitch streamer as well, and the links are gonna be down below, so you can check it out. And we'll start with the workouts. We're gonna do trips, which is gonna be very fun. The first one, it's gonna be actually in just about a week and a half.
Yeah, well,
as a matter of fact.
Yeah, and the timing was flawless, to be honest. Like, I was already going to be in Berlin. So I was like, yo, do you want to come to Alkmaar for the festival? And I'm like, why the fuck not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's gonna be Germany.
Yeah, what I've been saying, like, in the channel, like, a raw ideology for me, the channel, and you're gonna be along with yourself doing pretty much. I think we are very aligned on that. Our channels are gonna be like an extent of our personalities to a point where it's just, we're not gonna be only talking about music. You're not gonna be only talking about, like, whatever it's inspiration of any aspect of, like, lifestyle and traveling, and, like, you know what I mean, and game reviews. Like, we both, like, that's the funny part, we both, like, kind of like the same shit. So
we both play video games, like, mostly the same video games, as a matter of fact. And
then you know, a raw ideology to me, like, is gonna be always about our game reviews, like movie reviews, like all of, it's pretty much like journey, a diary, and you know, like, all the journey that I'm having as a human. So I think that it brings, like, an interesting part. And party, and
we're not humans. Don't believe him.
Do not say that yet. We were about to say that when you hit 1 million subs.
Deceiver. We're not humans. You're speaking to a goddamn demon.
And okay, so for today, like, that's what I was mentioning before. The importance of keeping your physical condition when it comes to just the nightlife and everything. I mean, it's like, just pretty much for partying. I feel like I party better than all my friends because they
they do not, like they start to see age coming, and then like they don't really train, and they have weak legs, they have weak backs. So everybody are like, when we're partying, like, oh,
I've
my
seen
legs
people
hurt.
in their damn 20s looking like they're in their 60s, my man.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Telling you.
I'm like, I feel like I'm peaking like at all times, because I'm gonna be partying as hard as I can. I'm gonna be dancing all the time. I'm gonna be enjoying, and I'm not gonna be like, complaining to my friends because I'm in a physical bad situation, because we're not gonna be in that physical bad situation. So
we might the next time,
and
y'all gonna see it, but that's besides the point.
And that's the part when I think it's also important that we touch these subjects, because I really do not like fitness influencers. So that, just to be clear, like I'm talking to all of y'all, bro, this bullshit that we have nowadays, like, it's just bodybuilding itself is a sport that I respect a lot. These guys, they push their body to the limits, but fitness influencers, they just failed bodybuilders. They're coming to try to tell you what to do, and they're gonna be like, oh, you have to eat 200 grams of protein a day. It's like, bro, you don't have to eat shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's like this is the raw ideology is essentially this as well. We're here to tell the truth. You don't have to eat shit, bro. You have to just try to eat as best as you can, eat good food, put your workouts in, move yourself. That's it. Nobody needs a perfect body. This bullshit that, first of all, like, all these guys, they're all hopping on gear all year long. They edit their photos, they do photos shoots especially for that. You know what I mean? They try to tell you as a regular person that you have your schedule to work and you have your things, your family or whatever.
I mean, you can be trying to sell a product.
Yeah, that's the thing. So don't be corrupted by this bullshit. Like, there's no such thing as a, trying to keep a perfect body and, like, very low levels of body fat when you actually have a normal job, and you cannot be like taking juice all year long or just living for that. It's essentially so. And we're here to actually, give inspiration to do healthy and positive things at the same time, but also giving the truth when it comes to that, because it's just not real. You cannot have fucking 6% of body fat all year long, which these guys, they have eventually, and they take photos and then they tell you, oh, follow my diet program and my working out program and pay me $200 a month and I can make you be look as good as me. So there's none of that bullshit, man. Just live a balanced lifestyle where you can just have fun and you enjoy yourself.
Y'all have to understand something as well. Like part of your muscle building, part of your body growth comes from your conscious. Like, if your conscious is not okay because you're not eating the food that you like to eat and all this kind of stuff, your body's not going to behave the same. So let's say it's just like, oh, one of those guys are going to tell you, oh, you got to eat like 200 grams of fucking protein per day and then salad the rest of the week, right? Your body's not going to be happy with that, which means you're going to be going to the gym, you're going to be working out, but your body's not going to be behaving the way they're supposed to if you're eating your normal food, for example. Yeah. It's all psychological as well. You need to be happy. First and foremost, you need to be happy. Point blank. All right?
You gotta be enjoying yourself. You gotta be enjoying your workouts. You gotta be enjoying the activities you do. That's why for what I recommend, even the most, again, I'm not a fucking fitness influencer. That's just my opinion, but I will tell you right off the bat. If you're a natty, you don't have no interest in becoming like a bodybuilder or like whatever the fuck. Focus on your conditioning more than actually lifting weights. I think you should do a sport that you really enjoy to do, being a tennis, paddle, fucking boxing, jiu-jitsu, whatever. This sport is actually gonna give you the body that you want. This sport is gonna give you the body that you desire. But you also have to be lifting and getting your strength and conditioning alongside with, so you make sure that you're less prone to be injured. You're gonna be in a better condition to actually perform on your sport. So that's, I guess, that I will tell you, like, if you have, you're just doing that by pleasure, like you want to get into a more conditioned shape. So I would tell you, like, 3 to 4 days a week, 4 days a week of lifting and 2 days of the sport that you prefer. That would be like the cardio. Best program that you can do. Like, you'll just be very active.
If you don't do any sport, just fucking do cardio.
Yeah, just keep walking, just like cycling, whatever. Just keep moving yourself as much, because conditioning is actually more important than trying to, build a lot of hypertrophy. Because the reality is, like, not everybody that have the genetics to actually be able to pack in a lot of muscle without gear. So this is also another thing, and they're gonna be trying to tell you that you can't, but like, most people cannot. So you know what I mean, like, but when you're conditioned, you feel good about yourself, you feel in a good shape, your muscles are showing off, and that's what you want at the end of the day. It's not a, you know what I mean, it's not just to be like a 100-kilo monster, like completely shredded and all that stuff. So you just want to feel good about yourself, and don't let this cunts tell you what to do or anything.
Hey, your phone gone.
Here, Lisbon Strong, 10 out of fucking 10. Just check this out. Completely open air, right next to the rugby field. We got everything you need. Powerlifting, strongman classes, just regular weights, and everything top-notch quality, open air, free to train us the way you want it. And I extremely recommend it. Just look at this. Now about to do some hit the farmer's carry, and you're free to use the whole field as you wish. So as far as Lisbon, I think this is the only place that I see structure like this. Extremely recommend it. I'm gonna hit those farmers now, so yeah. Today's fit for the training is Intercell takeoff. So one of my favorite parties this year in AD. So if this video hits 1,000 likes, so Intercell, you might as well book me, because you're gonna sell merch, I'll tell you that. That's a wrap for today, guys. Yeah, it was a heavy session, as you can see. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as you may know it. And I'll see you guys here on the channel in the next time. Take it easy, stay safe, enjoy, and let's fucking go.